G'day. It's been about 2 weeks since I did that first blog, and discipline is coming back rather slowly, really. Look, it's coming back, but what I have discovered is that when you're doing a 40-day fast and you've got nothing else to do really but look after yourself and video blog, then it's quite easy. But when you've got a couple of businesses and children, etc., 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 doing a blog every day is a little bit harder. So I'm going to settle for getting one done every couple of weeks or whatever. But I need to do one now because I've got firstly a little bit of interesting stuff to report about the BNU products that it kind of inspired me to get back into this. Now the cleanse that I took for a week, that was great. It's very gentle, and it essentially cleanses you without you needing to do anything. So for those of you who really don't feel up to fasting and that sort of stuff, I'd highly recommend it. I'll probably do a water fast soon, but that's just me personally. I like to do that sort of cleanse every so often. That's Joe on the phone. I think I'll leave it and talk to you guys instead. Now, a couple of fascinating things. The B Lean, which was the metabolism booster, this one here, seems to do its job exceptionally well, because in 2 weeks I went from about 73 to 74 kilos. I've dropped 3.5 kilos. I'm now 70 kilos as of today. Actually, I hit 70 maybe 3 or 4 days ago. So 8 or 9 days and I dropped 3 kilos. And I haven't done anything else. My exercise regime at this point is really just getting back into the stretching. So I'm not exercising very much. I'm doing a little bit of walking between here and the studio. But yeah, this stuff seems to do its job exceptionally well, because I've dropped 3 kilos, which is something for me. I'm not that heavy anyway. Now, my favourite start to the day is one of these. And a shot of body balance. And I'll tell you what, this is, if any of you guys drink those energy drinks, like my business partner, get stuck into this instead. This is way better. Gives you a good shot for the morning. So I'll just down this while I'm getting my green smoothie together. Now, I've had a number of people message me asking me what I put in my green smoothies. So I'll tell you that as well. Yeah, just hang on. Another thing. Since I've been taking the B Lean, and I take one like that in the morning, and one throughout the day. I started trying to do it about lunchtime, but I kind of do it whenever I feel like I need a bit of a boost through the afternoon, maybe even the evening, because I work late most evenings. My coffee consumption, now I work at a recording studio, and my major vice is coffee. So even 4 a day or more sometimes is not that unusual. Obviously, since my fast, I've attempted to keep the coffee consumption down. It's not what it used to be. Now, what it used to be would shock you, so I won't go into it. But I'd say probably this year I've been averaging maybe 2, 3, between 2 and 4 a day, which is not the best. But as soon as I started taking the B Lean, my coffee consumption has dropped to, seriously, generally about 1 a day, which I've been drinking merely for taste, really, because I I like having coffee. So that's something that I know. I didn't think about it, but I noticed after a couple of days that I just wasn't drinking. I wasn't drinking much coffee at all. So that part of the advertising is also very, very noticeable. That when you start taking this stuff, it by its very nature seems to change your habits without you really thinking about it. So that's a big plus. Now the other product, the Be Full, which was essentially it's a protein drink, meal supplement, meal replacement. Now I tend to, because of my work schedule as well, I tend to miss meals anyway. So I haven't been taking that every day, but I have been taking it from time to time. Generally at lunchtime, if I'm too busy to go and grab something to eat, or it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I notice that I haven't had anything to eat, and it's great. I've never really been into those sort of things before, like protein drinks and meal replacements and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's great. Tastes nice. And after you've had one, you really don't feel like eating for a long time. I found if I have one of those at lunchtime, I may not even, I know this is not the best, I may not even notice that I haven't had dinner, and I'll work right through till 10, 11 p.m. Now that brings me to one bad habit I do have is when I finish and I come home, I'll have some toast or something like that. Now that's the next piece of discipline I need to get in place is I need to stop my late night eating, which is kind of difficult when you finish work at midnight or whatever. But yeah, I used to institute a rule that I don't eat after 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that in the evening, which is much better for me. But yeah, look, I'll tell you what, the Be Lean in particular, I'm sold. It's awesome. So if you're looking for something to give you a boost, and you do, especially, yeah, I'm going to introduce it to my business partner, get him off those Red Bulls. It's pretty cool. Now, since a couple of you asked, my green smoothies, which I generally have in the morning, I chuck in whatever we've got available. But as a general rule, use frozen bananas as your base. That if they're frozen, it gives it a really nice, creamy, smooth thing. Because I just use water. I don't use yogurt or any dairy products or anything in my smoothies. And yeah, I usually just grab anything else that comes to hand. Like today, I've got frozen banana, half mango, which I'm going to have to replace because I know Joe wanted to keep that for the kids. 4 dates, a bunch of grapes that were hanging around, and this is spinach that I'm about to cut up and put in. Thus the green bit. So just give this a wash. I'm also going to put in a little bit of mint, and also like to squeeze like 2 or 3 oranges. If you squeeze the oranges and put the juice in, it also enhances the flavour somewhat. So that's always a good idea. Now that's about all I'm going to chat to you about right now. I've also had a number of people message me asking me to give a little bit of a rundown, I guess, on just how the last year's been. I don't know if I spoke about this in my first post or not. How last year's been since my fast, how I pulled up, any challenges I've had, all that sort of thing, how the drinking's going. So I will address that. I'm not going to address that in this post because it's already probably run 8 to 10 minutes, which is way long enough. But yeah, I will get around to chatting all about all of that because there have been some challenges. But yeah, there you go. So that's all I've got for you, really. I'll get stuck in my smoothie and I'll see you guys later.